We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. We've got an excellent matchup on our hands in this one. Two of the league's craftiest starters go head-to-head. John Lester is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that has 99 career losses. The one thing I'm certain that he doesn't want to do is pick up career loss number 100 in this one here today. So it's going to be awfully important, one, that his team scores him some runs, and two, he shuts down the opponent early.
Lester's 2-0 home. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding.
Play ball, three.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Ian Happ.
First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
And he takes a called strike 2. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Too high. Ball 3. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Hit in the air down the left field line. Cabrera on the move. 1 out.
Batting second, center fielder.
Next hub up, Jason Hayward. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Now there's a swing by Hayward as he mashes this ball out to deep right field. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff. Homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ground ball right into the shift. He's got it. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting fourth.
Here's Javier Baez. He drove in 2 of their 3 runs in that ball game yesterday. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Baez will head for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A cold strike on the inside corner. So far this season, Contreras hits a little over the 270 mark. A 1 pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Polanco giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. So it's a 2-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. 4 runs here in this half inning. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, Dilo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Into the box now, Daniel Descalso. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Polanco is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they need Josh Bell the next to hit. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Now the first pitch here from Lester. In there, and it's 0-1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a real treat today. Guys, what can we expect from the matchup?
You know what he is, Matt? He's old, dependable, and old, reliable. This is like you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but one of these things this guy does, he can adjust on the fly. He has plan A, plan B, and plan C. And if plan A is not working, he'll go to plan B. A great variety of pitches. And one of the things he does really well, Matt, he really disrupts the hitter's timing.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A veteran presence in this rotation. Lester is a guy that this team has come to rely on for solid starts this year.
Well, Matty, these are 2 guys that aren't hard throwers. They're more touchy-feely guys. Hard, soft, up, down, in and out, D-row. And these are the kind of guys that can really frustrate you when you're in that batter's box.
100%, Dan. When you got a flamethrower on the mound, he's going to live and die with his good stuff. But when you got a finesse guy out there, you step out of the box and a lot of different thoughts start entering your mind. What should I sit on? This is going to be an interesting matchup.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Now to the plate, the pitcher, John Lester. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Right fielder.
Riding in once again, Ian Happ. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Danny, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Runner in scoring position with two gone. The 0-1 pitch. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Back here on the north side at Wrigley Field as we get a look at Cloud.
Leading off for the Pirates, third baseman, Colin Moran.
So first and second with one man gone, and striding in is the left fielder Melky Cabrera. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Now batting. Right
now to the plate, Gregory Polanco. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Schwarber sprinting after it. And that's the third out. Pirates. So striding in, Javier Baez will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out to right field. Polanco has a read on it. He's got it one away. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Here's the young catcher Wilson Contreras. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A weak chopper up the line. That winds up foul. The windup and the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. Missed with a slider. 1 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Marte's after it, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, left fielder.
So digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends. Josh Bell.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, the first baseman, number 55. Your attention, please. Incoming for the Pirates.
So the Pirates' batting order turns over and set to go. Starling Marte. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Lester sets. Here's the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
And this is a case of a hitter's reputation preceding him. The ball was a little dribbler to the left side, but he knew the guy had speed, so he rushed it and ends up unable to make a clean play. That's another example of why speed is such an offensive weapon.
Here's Melky Cabrera. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. 1 run scores. Now a third runner heading for the plate. And he's in there safely. As on the play, 3 runs come across to score.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Into the box, Josh Bell. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
It counts 1-1.
It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. the 2-1. Popped him up. Rizzo over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Baez is under it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. Number 49 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Here comes the first pitch.
Right fielder.
To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And gone into the right field bleachers. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. 8th home run on the season for him, and it's now 5-3.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
The batter.
Here's Jason Hayward now.
Jason Hayward.
And he puts it on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Soft liner towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
That's grown man strength right there, able to take a fastball inside and muscle it out to center field for a base hit.
Here's Javier Baez, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Hayward at second. Rizzo at first with no outs. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play. So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground to the left side. Scooped up, throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Digging in now, Francisco Cervelli. It was a fly.
For the Pirates. Francisco
Gunn will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16.
Gunn is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Pirates leave 1. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Mitch Keller enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 17. Mitch
Standing in, Kyle Schwarber. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Leading off for the Cubs, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Marte going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next for the Cubs.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' Road to the Show report. Two guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now.
Let's play ball. 3.
Stepping up now, Gregory Polanco. And he had that big 3-run bases-clearing double in his last trip to the plate. He's set and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Another 0-2. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Working for the punch out and the offering. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Happ going back on it to the track. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The first baseman, number 55.
Next to bat would be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Josh Bell. He's Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Brad Brock takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Here's the 0-2. That's the splitter there, but it misses. 1-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
In the dirt. Cabrera leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. The 2-2 one more time. On the ground up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're still down 5-3. So here now is the pitcher, Brad Brock. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
0-1 count and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Sent toward first, but no problem at first, and that's the first out. And that will bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. It was a solo shot. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Rizzo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now the 1-0. On the ground to the right side. Bell scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for the Cubs, and it remains 5-3. Leading off the inning, Adam Frazier, as they'll look.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take the deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Behind 0-2 now. Frazier on at first, nobody out. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Eighth inning now from Wrigley. Cubs lead in front of their home faithful as you get a look at the line score to see how we got to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Rizzo trying to get there. Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield.
Now batting, third baseman, Colin Moran.
Into the box now, Colin Moran. He singled his last time. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Pickoff move to second, and he's back standing. First pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. The 0-1 pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Stays alive, still 0-2. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Another 0-2 coming. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Ryan Reynolds will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 10, Ryan Reynolds.
In there, no balls and a strike. With runners in scoring position this season, Reynolds sitting under 300, but not by a lot. And as pitchers go, that's really an impressive number.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Pirates strand. Number 57 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 57.
Here's Javier Baez.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop.
First delivery to him on the way.
Baez.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the bleachers and out of here. Solo home run there for Javi Baez. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and it's now 6-3.
A 3-run deficit in the bottom of the 8th is tough for a visiting team to overcome. But they've got 3 outs left. And after that homer, they're going to need to string together some hits to make a game of this
The
thing.
catcher, number 40.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. This one's into the bleachers and gone. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
Swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back to back to back home runs. Solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, his second of the game, as they open it up to 8-3.
This pitcher must think he's cursed or something. He gives up back-to-back homers, is obviously rattled a little bit, and the next batter barely even waits for the first pitch to cross the plate before he crushes it out too. This is incredible.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As he rips it on the ground to second. Frazier ranging up the middle, and there's one down now.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
Striding in, Daniel Descalso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to second. Frazier scoops it up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, pitcher, Brad Rock.
Victor Caratini will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Victor Caratini.
Now the pitch. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Steve Cishek comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's Starling Marte.
Play ball. He's out. You're out.
Here's Gregory Polanco. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. He's gone 3 for 11. Here it comes. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Josh Bell the next to hit. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Polanco at third with 2 away. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Hayward. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
8-3 is today's final. Chicago hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. John Lester earns his 5th winner of the year. Joe Musgrove was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.